and good luck to all 5 teams. The 5th pick in the 2026 WNBA Draft goes to the Chicago Sky.
Yeah, of course, the Mystics, 3 first-round picks this upcoming draft, 6 and
fans are already asking the question every WNBA insider knows is coming. Who will fill the spotlight once Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's era shifts? And guess what? The answer may be something we never expected. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get shocked.
This isn't just WNBA Countdown. Oh no, this is the 2025 WNBA All-Star Draft. We are moments away from finding out which All-Stars will suit up for Team Clark and who will seat up for Team Clark.
It is easy to talk about the 2026 WNBA Draft as a routine roster reset, a calendar event that happens every year at the end of the college season, but that would be an understatement of seismic proportions. This particular draft looms over the league with a level of anticipation rarely reserved for only one generation, because it is being framed as the moment when the next wave of stars arrives to step into the void left by the Titans of today. And while Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have captured the majority of headlines, social media buzz, and mainstream attention, there are prospects coming that are not merely replacements. They are potential hype engines in their own right.
These parts, we like to roll out the red carpet anyway. First up, it's the leading vote getter and the host for this year's All-Star Game, Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark. This is Clark's first time being selected as a team captain, and she joined.
Hold on for what's coming, because what these young players offer is not a continuation of the same story, but a possible rewrite of how women's basketball is perceived for years to come. Let us begin with one of the most talked about prospects in recent memory, a player whose name is already splashed across mock drafts, highlight reels, and national conversations. This athlete blends elite creation with a flair that makes even casual fans sit up and pay attention. Her step-back jumpers, ability to navigate traffic, and court vision combine to paint the picture of someone ready for immediate impact. But beyond the highlights, what truly sets her apart is the way she makes those around her better. That is the sort of intangible quality scouts drool over, because it suggests leadership that goes beyond statistics. Teams drafting at the top will be weighing this heavily, and rumors already suggest at least 2 franchises are considering reshaping their rosters entirely around her potential.
Season averaging 18 points, 8 assists. No other player has done that even once. And then out west, it's the Minnesota Lynx Napheesa Collier making her debut in captainship. But don't get it twisted, she knows this.
But guess what? She is not the only prospect generating cosmic level buzz. Another young star, known for her explosive athleticism and defensive versatility, has drawn comparisons not to one WNBA star, but to several different archetypes. She combines the rebounding tenacity of established veterans with the scoring instincts of a franchise centerpiece. Her transition game is jaw-dropping, and her willingness to flash into passing lanes makes her a threat on both ends of the floor. Coaches love players like this because they don't just fill a role, they expand what a team can do strategically. And for a league craving dynamic, multi-skilled stars, she represents everything that the next era might prioritize.
Excited. This is going to be a whole lot of fun here. I'm curious, Fee, can you just take me inside? I think Captain GM Fee has a nice ring to it. What's your strategy here as you're looking?
The intrigue deepens when you consider the handful of wings and forwards whose games have grown each year, culminating in college seasons that were not just statistical showcases, but narrative moments that forever altered how fans view rising talent. One such player might not have the sheer individual spotlight that the top 2 prospects carry, but her consistency, improved shooting range, and tenacity against top competition have made her a dark horse for top 5 consideration. Analysts talk about her relentless motor, leadership qualities, and how she seems to thrive under pressure, attributes that often separate good players from franchise changers.
Fun. My team's going to be fun. That's all that matters. You get to be in front of the home crowd in Indianapolis, so that's right.
Being in front of the home crowd is an important thing and could play maybe to your advantage.
Hold on for what's coming, because the positional breakdown of this draft class creates even more drama. Guards, wings, and forwards are emerging in a way that promises positional versatility the WNBA has never quite seen before. Rather than drafting for traditional spots, teams are now looking for hybrid builders, players who can handle, shoot, defend, and facilitate. That evolution reflects trends in the pro game where spacing, switchability, and multi-dimensional skill sets are paramount. Some mock drafts hint that a guard-first league might soon shift toward positionless play, and if that happens, this draft class could be the catalyst. Beyond those names is a center whose presence in the paint has drawn the eye of veteran WNBA bigs and coaches alike. She is not only a rim protector, but also a reliable scorer inside, with soft hands and the patience to wait for the right bounce. Her impact is subtle yet profound, because defense often sets the tone for winning teams. And when you can anchor that end of the floor while carrying scoring responsibility in key moments, you become a prize that franchises will fight over.
Pick in this draft.
All right, 4th pick, I'm going to take Asia.
Asia Wilson. I was wondering when we would see Asia of the
Back my
Aces.
team up.
The whispers around this player's draft night projection vary wildly. Some see her at the top of the board. Others see her as a strategic pick for teams needing instant balance. But everyone agrees on one thing. She has the potential to be an all-star sooner than later. But the drama does not end with the top 5. Mid-first round prospects are also stirring conversation, particularly those whose college narratives were shaped by overcoming adversity, leading comebacks, or elevating up-and-coming programs into national relevance. These players are not merely lottery picks, they are storyline drivers. Someone with that kind of backstory can become an instant fan favorite, creating loyalty that stretches beyond their statistical recipe. And in a league where personality and presence increasingly dominate conversation, that is scoring in the emotional economy.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
What is
Excited to
this
be
like? This is the first second that you're walking out onto this court
is.
since your jersey was retired. What will it be like for you to play out here today?
Well, I'm excited.
The buzz around this draft has also attracted speculation beyond the board. Coaches, executives, and agents have started discussing how these incoming talents might reshape team cultures. Some teams are rumored to be considering tanking strategies not merely for on-court positioning, but to secure marketing leverage. That is a level of calculus that was once rarer in the WNBA, but now reflects its growing business dynamics. A franchise that lands one of these top prospects could instantly become media darlings, sell more jerseys, and attract sponsors who want to be associated with fresh energy. But some of the tea leaking from draft circles suggests that veteran stars are watching this class with mixed emotions. On the one hand, they understand that new talent pushes the league forward. On the other hand, they recognize that their own roles might shift, minutes may tighten, and the narrative spotlight could pivot toward younger faces. That is an uncomfortable truth for any professional sport, but especially one where storyline momentum has been so tightly associated with certain stars these past few years. If you find this intriguing, smash the subscribe button and hit like so you can have more fun.
Team gets out of this experience. It's not just about you, it's about the fever too,
Well, we
right?
were driving in and people are like, why are people tailgating? I'm like, no, that's how much they love women's basketball here. And you know, honestly, I saw more Fever gear than Iowa gear driving in.
And then there are the Wildcards, the players who may not be projected as top picks but have had breakout postseason runs or viral tournament moments that amplified their stock. In recent years, viral impact has become nearly as important as scouting reports because teams are increasingly aware that fan engagement comes from emotional connection as much as on-court excellence. These wildcard prospects are often described as boom or bust, but that risk comes with enormous upside. A franchise that takes a chance on one of these players could see immediate cultural impact, even if the statistical growth is gradual.
And taunting you?
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands and, you know, be grateful that my team was in that position. You know, that's all you can do.
International prospects also add another layer of drama. Several international standouts have caught eyes at global tournaments for their combination of skill, craft, and sheer tenacity. These players bring a different flavor to the draft conversation, often blending professional experience with unique tactical understanding. Teams looking for immediate impact and global marketing appeal are watching these names closely, because a truly international star can expand a franchise's footprint beyond domestic boundaries.
The Maryland transfer has thrived at LSU.
This depth of talent creates a draft class that is not just about filling spots, but about redefining how teams Build. The concept of a replaces Clark Taj Reese hype narrative is somewhat reductive because these prospects are not being viewed as stand-ins for current stars. They are being viewed as architects of a new era. That perspective shift matters because it acknowledges that the league's next phase will not be a mirror of the past, but a fresh chapter built on the momentum legends like Clark and Reese created. By the way, let me know which side you are on. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to get to know, right? And one of the most dramatic parts of this class is not a single name, but the collective sense that the league could finally break into a multi-star era rather than a one or two person spotlight era. Imagine draft nights where multiple franchises land players capable of becoming faces of the league. Imagine rivalries born not of veteran legacies, but of fresh competitive fire that electrifies audiences in new ways. That is the trajectory the 2026 WNBA Draft hints at, and it is breathtaking to consider.
You continue to show up. How important was it for you to showcase this to your Indiana Fever teammates that this is special?
Well, I'm just thankful I could bring them all here.
Speculation is also swirling about how teams will trade picks to position themselves for these prospects. Early mock drafts already reflect scenarios where franchises swap future assets, veteran players, and cap flexibility to gain leverage. That kind of direction signals that teams are not merely choosing new talent, but reimagining their identities. And wait, because the WNBA itself may be changing how it handles draft hype. Unlike earlier eras where the draft was a quiet procedural event, the league is leaning into storytelling, pre-draft showcases, and narrative building. This draft feels like a cultural moment more than ever before, and that reflects where the league stands in 2026 on the edge of transformation. Let us know your views in the comments below because that matters the most.